We are now on that three-step road to recovery. That is a good thing for Australians. And as we take those steps to reopen our economy, we do want people to actively engage with their job services provider so they understand what they can be doing at this time. That is just so important for them. But because of the nature of COVID-19 restrictions, I will confirm that when mutual obligation is reintroduced, it will be introduced in stages, and in the first stage, there will be no penalties or suspensions applied. This should give people confidence that they can pick up the phone, talk to their provider, but if they don't get around to doing that, or there are reasons that they are unable to do that, no suspension or penalty will apply. Again, today is a sobering day for all of us. The unemployment rate has increased to 6.2%. The participation rate has decreased. But it's also a day where we can reflect on the $130 billion JobKeeper payment and the fact that 6 million people out there, 6 million employees, still do maintain that connection to their employer. And as we gradually reopen up the economy, we want to see those people go back to work, and that is the job that the government now has in front of it. We'll work 24/7. And as the Prime Minister said when he addressed Australians today, the Morrison government, we have your back.
Minister, how long would you see that no penalty stage lasting for, and how many stages are there? What are the further stages?
Yep. So, suspension, the mutual obligation suspension, just to confirm, is now continuing until the 1st of June. As you know, the National Cabinet next meet on the 29th of May to discuss the COVID-19 restrictions. Any decision that we make in relation to gradually bringing back mutual obligation will be informed by the nature of the COVID-19 restrictions that remain in place at that time and Treasury's analysis of the labour market. But the Cabinet did determine that it would be a three-phased approach based on the phases that the National Cabinet have agreed to. But again, in that first phase, because you also have so many people who are on JobSeeker for the first time. They have never come into contact with this type of system before. What we want to do is a very limited form of mutual obligation would be introduced, and it may only consist of touching base with your job provider, because we also need to understand that if COVID-19 health restrictions are still in place, if we do have that social distancing, the 1.5 metres, it may not be appropriate to go to your job provider. So everything that we can do online, we will do. But certainly, any decision regarding the reinstatement of mutual obligation will be consistently informed by COVID-19 restrictions, the nature of the labour market at the time. It will be a three-phased approach, and the first phase will be a very, very gradual reintroduction, and I can confirm no penalties or suspensions will apply for at least that first 4-week period.